What's going on, y'all? Charles here from the Trader's Corner. If you're new to the channel, please take some time to like and subscribe. If not, welcome back. Today, I have a video for you where I'm going through some of the other analysis that I did in my previous vlog from the weekend of 11/20. In that video, if you recall, if you saw it, and I'm going to leave a link to it in this video here. In that video, I did some quick analysis on Kiwi USD, but this is the analysis on the other 6 pairs that I trade. I figure, that's kind of a lot to put in conjunction with another video, so I gave it its own standalone video and just put one, piece of analysis in that other video that you saw. So hope you enjoy it. So start my Saturdays. I don't look at the DXY. I kind of look at what I'm seeing at structure-wise. And I actually don't even use, I don't, because I video it, but I like to take screenshots and put them in this Notion thing that I have. But I don't do that the first time I forecast on the weekend, just because it's I don't want to see something on Saturday, come back to it the next day, and then be telling myself that's what I have to be looking at, because I might see something differently on Sunday. So for Saturday, especially the first time, I really just video it and I just kind of draw what I think is going on and what I think would give me a quality opportunity. Of course, I always refresh everything by deleting all my drawings and everything like that. So right now, put this there. We're at that larger double top. We go down to the daily. We go to the daily. So on the daily, what can I see? All right, something like so. Cool. Where am I looking at? I'm looking at, see if we can pull back up to this area at this double top, or at just this double top up here, because we do also have this double top. All right, which we already got to. Got a double top, push lower, we kind of trickled. So we could be coming up, get a third touch, more of a triple top actually, at that larger double top area, so that'd be great as well. Awesome. What else can I see? I can put this in, and if I clone it and flip it to the top, I'll clone it and flip it to the top, what do we have? It's not perfect, but if I adjust it, it'll be something like so. Right? Cool. So at this point, again, we have that double top up here, or will be a triple top. So we pull up, push lower, correction. Or we could push up, maybe scoop around, right? Make more of this. Correct right here, and push up again. All right, just this. Push that, push up again. I'm willing to take a risk entry there, especially because we have that larger, if we get anywhere near that third touch up here, also we're near that larger double top, right? And we have a 1, 2, 3. But if we don't get the risk entry, that's perfectly fine as well. Just push down, tight correction. Take that, no problem whatsoever. Failing any of that, right? Maybe I'm not at the charts and any of those things I just drew happen. So maybe we pull up and get a double top. Maybe we push down and, form a more of an ascending and then pull up, get a double top and then push down, whatever. If I miss anything from this area or above that area, next area I'm looking to get entered into is down here. That's that on Aussie. I guess I'll go to USD CAD. I didn't mean to click it, but I'm going to USD CAD. USD CAD. So if I draw this in, and this as well. And I pull this back. Draw that in, that as well. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. But that's rather large, you know. We could definitely get up there. I'm not saying we can't, but it's a lot to go before we get there. But then we also look at the fact of forming this right now, right? Again, if I clone it, flip it to the top, what do we have? Again, not perfect, but slight adjustment. Cool, still makes sense. So at this point, areas I could look to get entered in from, we would have to at least pull up to this double top. I mean, at least be looking at any type of entry whatsoever. Didn't need to press that, so the news about to come up. But either we pull up, get that double top, push lower, tight correction, right? So that's cool, tight correction. You could also push up, push lower, maybe I missed that. Could also enter there as well, hover along that bottom trend line. Or we could push up, but in this instance, regardless if we get that third touch, right? Because this is so ascending, and it's actually rather large, I'm gonna still need that push lower, tight correction going on before I look to get entered. But that would be nice as well, because we would be around this double top area, this much larger double top area as well. And if you can indulge me for a bit, could also have a bit of forming more of a middle section type thing going on to complete this. All right, so Kiwi USD, we're at this larger double top, pretty much got there. All right, yeah, pretty much there now. Awesome. So then if I draw this in, so this makes this structure a bit different to where you can put this in now, right? And at this point, really pick your poison. You do that like so. You maybe even kind of evolve this a bit. Do like so. 1, 2, 3, looking for that third up there. And then do this like this. Which is what I'm gonna do for right now. Because even if it just drops from here, I could still get entered in. Just because we're one above this double top here. So the minute we break above the actual like structure, the structure's double top or double bottom, or break below the structure's double bottom, I could look to get entered. If we, maybe we form another structure or another pattern, and then we turn around with a tight correction. It's just how I get entered will change based on what we're doing after we break the double top or double bottom. But then on top of that, we've already broken, not only have we already broken this, but we're also at the larger double top as well. And we're inside this larger structure, again, above its double top. So even if it just drops from here, well, I prefer if it actually just trickled up a little bit and got there. But even if it just dropped from here, right, boom, drop out, because it's really just a difference of what? It's like 20 pips. So, but then you can make the argument that you draw this in as well. So it leads me to believe that there's at least a little bit more trickle to go to this. Maybe up just a little bit and then up like so, right? To kind of form this out a little bit more. It doesn't have to do that, right? Regardless, I have this bottom trend line in because it's clear, right? We have 1, 2, like that's evident. And maybe you draw it like this. Maybe you draw it like I had it before, whatever. Most important to me is I have this bottom trend line in. We're in this great area of this larger double top, right? We're above this structural double top, and we got rather ascending as we got above it. So most important to me, get that push down, take correction, looking to complete this 90% rule. That's fine. Again, I would prefer if it just kind of trickled up a little bit more. Maybe even just tag that third touch. Actually, would be a fourth touch up there. I'd be willing to enter in on a riskier entry, really just, or a clean, nice rejection. Don't have to wait for a push down, tight correction. Or if, for some reason we get that third touch, maybe on the sleep, maybe when I have the chart working, what have you, get that push down, tight correction. That'd be great as well. Either looking to complete this 90% rule, so however long we're breaking out of this bottom trend line, or if you can just indulge me for a bit, just imagine that we just come up and then come down, right? Maybe even if it's very close to that top, maybe even if it doesn't even, I'll just redraw it. Maybe it's a very, very tiny tight correction, right? Tiny push down tight correction, it even hovers along here. I'll be still willing to enter that as well, because the most important thing to me right now is where we are. It's the area, right? This is a quality area because we have 1, 2, you could call it 1, 2, 3, and then you get a 4, or you could call it 1, 2, 3, whatever. Either way, you have a third or fourth touch on a clear structure, right? And on top of that, we're at a much larger double top that is very visible on the daily and the weekly. Right, so cool. We're going to enter that as well. Yeesh. Messy. Kiwi yen, euro yen. Euro yen, we have this larger expanding. Inside the larger expanding, what are we doing right now? Throw this in. You could technically throw this expanding in here. Or if you want to maybe just pull this trend line back for right now and just look at what you have going on currently, right, on the daily. Got this. Cool. 1, 2, 3. If I pop this one on the top, more of a flag going. You feel me? Kick out on the phone. Said it won't be long. So you got a nice, like I said, 1, 2, 3. Cool. So at this point, probably have to wait a little bit on this one, but we're going to want to see it come down here, or not want to see it. Price should, not should, for me to, for price, for there to be a valid entry area for my plan, I need price to get down here. Price needs to get down here, right? Or possibly, actually, maybe do something like that. Yeah, that's actually better. So price to get down here to this double bottom, or to come lower to this third touch, right? I'm not naive to the fact that we're coming off the top of this larger expanding. So we could definitely just form a running channel, right? And kind of just continue to the downside. There's nothing saying that this descending has to be respected, especially because we have higher time frame momentum to the downside, right? But as of right now, it looks like what we're doing is we're completing this middle section, right? So we got a nice 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Looking to complete this middle section, right? To possibly get double bottom or get a third touch, right? At this point, we could still, like I said, pull up, maybe form more of a running channel, right? And it doesn't have to be that large, but just form more of a running channel instead of something that's clearly saying, yes, we're looking to go to the upside, but that's a possibility as well. So yeah, probably have to wait a little bit on euro yen. Not a problem. Pound yen. Pound yen, pound yen, pound yen. Got pound yen. We got a nice expanding as well. Then within this expanding, we're breaking down in the form of a flag. All right, cool. It's very simple, right? So it has that ability to kind of be more of that middle section like I was showing you on the last one. Not nowhere near the same type of structure or anything like that, but the same type of idea. So then we have this in as well. So this flag within this flag, cool. We're breaking lower, and what's happening? So pound yen is kind of a good representation, a smaller representation of what I was talking about with euro yen, in that we're forming this descending after breaking off of this third touch of this flag. Even though euro yen was the third touch of a larger expanding, this is just the third touch of the smaller flag. Regardless, after breaking off of that third touch, what are we doing? We're getting a very descending pattern, right? After impulsive break lower, we start to get ascending. So that leaves a possibility open for us to form a running channel, which would be great as well. So something like so. All right, push down, correction, push down, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, or double top within the running channel as well is fine. We could also kind of just push down again, push up, and push up. So we're going to be looking for either a running channel or more indication that we're trying to push up to the push to the upside. So that'll come in the form of things like maybe as we push lower, we start to get descending here, and then have a nice sharp push up and then a tight correction. And then yen, pound, USD yen, dollar yen, whatever you want to call it. Can't speak today. My friends. You got that larger weekly descending pattern. Awesome. Let me draw this pattern in as well. Boom, boom, boom. And then kind of the same thing as euro yen, where we're looking for other or more euro yen. Kind of the same thing as euro yen, where we're looking for either that double bottom or push lower to this third touch down here. Bit different structure, and now we have descending, and then we have another descending as well. But kind of the same idea, same areas that we're looking at. So kind of just continue to trickle down here, push up, tight correction, push up, cool, or push lower, maybe for a bit of a larger flag. We've had a bit of a run already. We kind of just dropped out. So maybe for a bit of a larger flag. Boom. A little tighter one, and bang. And we look for that third touch. Cool. Awesome. Still have the possibility though, because like I said, we have had a bit of a run lower without any real correction. All right. There's still the possibility that we could get entered in here, right? Kind of be the same thing as us trying to enter into that middle section. Kind of just trying to get that third touch. Well, I will wait for that push down, tight correction, for us to push lower to either get that double bottom or that third touch down here. So that's pretty much every pair I'm trading right now. Gonna come back later today, like later, during nighttime, look at it again, and kind of get more in depth with the analysis, and kind of just keep it to what would I trade, what do I think I would trade, and kind of start to separate it out to like top 6, wild cards. Well, not top 6. I just call it a top 6 because that's what they used to do with Falcon trading guidance. It's just habits. It's really like only trade 7 pairs. So I think at the most it's only ever really like, it could be a top 6 at times, but like I try not to have all 7 pairs, or at least 6 out of 7 pairs that I trade in the top 6. Like I try to do some discernment, because sometimes they all look the same and like they're at a very, very high probability area, but sometimes, most of the time, they're not. So I try to have some discernment with it. So most of the times I get top 4. So I guess I could change the name, but regardless, I'm going to come back through later tonight and kind of just start separating it out and start to use that bit of discernment. So hope you enjoyed it.